Hey guys, this is Attorney Paul, your mentor, and I'm going to make a video on how to use trading to turn $100 into a million. I know the biggest thing is mostly consistency, but I believe I have something that you can practice and get to that point. I know that the time to accomplish that goal will vary, and I can truly say I could have possibly accomplished that goal at least 1,000 times, but my own personal discipline um, caused me to take a loss, but nevertheless. So basically, what we're doing, what we always do to moving averages 50 and the 100. If we're moving average cross and you want to see price come either to the 50 or the 100, okay? So what we do when price pulls back to the moving average, take the low. In this case, it's because we're looking to sell. Take the previous low and the previous high. I like to do the extreme high to be like this, right? Whatever that amount of pips is, 540. I'm recording a video, Aubrey. Um, let's just make it uh 600. So in this case, if we have a point zero 0.01, divide that by 600, which is almost like the lowest you can go, you do a point zero 0.01. Now this is day one. We're trying to get to from 100 to a million. All right, so enter here with a point zero 0.01, a point zero 0.01 at which is a dime per trade at 600 pips is $60. So your account goes from 100 to 160. And then we have a pullback to the 100 moving average. You take this high, this low, and that will give you your pips. So that's let's call it 600 pips. So you divide your capital, which is 600. Your capital is 160. Divide that by 600. That will give you your lot size. So we can do a point 0.3. And the goal here is not necessarily to come out swinging and get bigger trades. It's just to continue to get gains and continue to win our trades. All right. So let's say zero point zero 0.03, which is zero point 0.3, a dime, I'm about 30 cent at 300. I think that was 300. Let me see. Yep, it's about 300. So that's an extra 90. That comes at 250. All right. And we're in the second day of trading. We have moving average cross. It comes to the 50 and it comes to the 100, right? What does it bring? No, can do the force. You don't know what you're doing. Um, I said no, Aubrey. No, you gotta wait. So now in this case, the moving average cross price comes back to it, right? You enter here for a buy, you will take a loss. Okay. Um, and obviously if you get lower highs and lower lows, you gotta know when to call it quits. So if you enter here for a buy and you get a moving average cross, you definitely want to take a slight loss here. All right. So let's see. Um, this low to this high, that's around 760. So 250 divided by 760, that's a 30-cent trade. So if you enter here with a point 0.3, and this is still in day two, right? We enter for the buy, and we have to back test as if we don't know what's coming. We're going to back test as if it's going to continue to go up because we have moving average cross, moving average cross. Most times tells us it's going to go up. But as you can see, you still have to know how to account for the loss and what to do if you're in a red position. So you get in here for the buy at point zero 0.03. It comes down here. That's 160. No, put that down. You can't do anything else. You take the floors up. Okay, go ahead. Take the floors up. Put your shoes back on. Your shoes back on. What? You can't do that. You got to do shoes. You closed toe shoes. All right. Okay, I'm recording. Just go do that. Be quiet. Okay. So you enter here, you come down for red, then you get a moving average cross. After the moving, once you see the moving average cross, before the end of the day, you need to be getting out of this trade. So if you, let's say, for instance, You see the moving average cross. Moving average cross, and you see it here, 200 pips, 250 pips. Okay, we took a loss. Let's say we got out at 250 pips. So we took a loss of $75. Why is that important in incorporating the reality of trading? Because you got to know how to continue to trade. It's not so that your strategy was wrong, but no strategy is 100%. All right, now we took a loss of $75, bringing our account down to 175. Okay, going into day three, we have 175. We have a moving average cross. Price comes back to the 50 and it's between 50 and 100. So we look at the previous high, previous low. So let's call it 700. So we have 175 divided by 700, giving us a trade of 0.25, which is really a zero point 0.3. And we enter for the sell. And as you can see, we're good. That one trade gave us our money back that we took a loss from. This is why you have to um, focus on the strategy, not on the loss. You're going to have losses. So for that one trade, we leave in there, and it goes down to, let's just keep it realistic, 600. So that makes our account, that's the extra 180, putting our account at 355. That's the end of day three. Going into day four, account balance is 355. And do we see any moving average cross? We do. It's really late in the day. Came here, real quick pullback. It crossed and a quick pullback. So we look at, because this is for the buy. We looking at, um, so we had to actually, we can, if you want to be safe, you can just take this trade here. So here, just the high and low. That's about 500. That's about 600. So 355 divided by 600. That's a point 0.6. All right, point 0.6. You get to enter here for the buy. Now, obviously, you can't get in perfectly when it touches, but anywhere here. Point 0.6 for the buy, that's 140. So 0.6 times 140 is $84. All right. And I know it seems to be staggered and taking a long time, but we out of 5 trades, we got one wrong. So that's 4 out of 5. That's 80% win to loss ratio. 80% win to loss ratio. 4 out of 5. All right. So we're still in good hands. 84 plus 355 is 439. All right. The next day comes, we get a moving average cross. The price pulls back to the 100. Look at this high. Look at this low. That's 520. Let's call it five. Let's do 500. So 439 divided by 500. That gave us a 0.87. We'll do a 0.9. All right. And I think this says we're in day 5 at this point. Day 5 with a 0.9. And we enter for the sale. All right. Enter for the sale. This trade goes from day 5 into day 6. We'll see, it hit the low of 1900. We didn't get 1900 again. We got 1800. So zero point 0.9 times 1800. 1800 pips. That's 1620. 1620, making our current capital 2059. All right, so that's going, we don't count, once we enter a trade, we don't attach it to another day. We just close it another day. Now, unless you hold it longer than 24 hours, you will have to, when you're back testing or journaling, account for the days. But because we didn't hold it longer than 24 hours, we're still good. So coming into day 6, do we see anything? Our account balance is 2059. We do see something. We have a pullback to the 100. Look at the high and look at this low. That's 2070. 2070. So you have 2059 divided by 2070. Let's just do that's a dollar, point 0.1. All right. Now with that point 0.1, we end up holding it because obviously it ranges over a certain period of time. So point 0.1, and we can get here. It hit 1,000 at the low. Okay. And then obviously we can hold it longer. We don't get any more pulls back to the 100 at all. So let's say, for instance, we hold this trade from one. Now, what I would do, honestly, I'll give you what I would do. So I look at this. We get a break of structure here. It pushes down here. After we get this break of structure, I will look at this as an exit. So one at I think that was 1600. So what we got? 1600 pips. So that's another $1,600. Account balance is 36.59. And so when it pulls back to the 50, I'll look at uh, this high, this low, this 1,000. So 36.59 divided by 1,000, that's 3.6. So we can do a 0.36 or we do a point 0.4. All right. So, and I'm gonna just make that. So we got in here, from here to here is 24 hours. We didn't take a trade. We can take a trade here because we were already in a trade. So this will be technically the eighth day. So on the eighth day, that'll be point 0.4, a point 0.4 for a sell here. All right, we had this break, and then we had another pullback to the 50 moving average. So we can either do one or two, possibly. Honestly, I would just do one and let it go to the end of the day or to the low. So let's say, for instance, we got out here or we got out here. Honestly, that's to keep it realistic. We get out there. So point 0.4 at 1,700. That is 6,800. And we see when we have one loss so far, guys. 6,800. So it's 10,459. It's the new account balance. We then have a pullback to the 50 here, and we look at previous high, previous low. So that's 1,540. So let's do 1,600. So 10,000 divided by 1,600. It's a 6.2. So we'll do on day 9, we'll do a $6 trade, which is a point 0.6, and we sell. All right, we have a double tap here. We had a tap here, then another tap in New York. So that's for 450. So 6 times 450 is 2,700. And yeah, we'll be good. So 2,700 plus 10,459. That's 13,159. And then we have a shift of structure here. It shoots up. We're not where It's no way for us to see that. Okay. Because we're not using TDI or anything. We're just using what's given. Moving average cross, pull it back to the 50. Look at the low and the high. That's 1,700. So 13,000 divided by 1,700, 7.6 on day 10. That'll be a trade of 8. We just rounded up to 8. And we going for the buy. You go to buy here. Obviously, this is in the London session. So 8 to 5. 8 times 500 is 4 grand. And so our account balance is 17,159. And then it does it again. Pull back to the 100 this time. Look at the previous high, previous low. So that is 700. So 17,000 divided by 700. That's 24.23. So we'll do 24. $24 trade, which is a 2.4 lots. And then it goes up. This one trade we can hold until the high of the next day. They didn't touch the moving average again until at the end of New York. So 24 times 1,800, 24 times 1,800, that's 43,200. And this is a cool thing about trading gold. You see how when we started from 100, now we're into 5-figure profits. Account balance is now 50, actually it's 60, because 17,000 plus 43,000 is 60,359. Okay. And then we have the next day price comes to the 100. We look at the previous low, previous high. So 63, no, 60,000 divided by 1,700. That's 35. And I think we're in day, because we didn't trade on day 11, so we're in day 12. So that makes our account size, our trade size, $35 per pip. And for the buy, it goes to 460. So let's do 400. So 35 times 400 is 14 grand. Making our account balance 74,359. And then we have another touch to the moving average again to the 100, like the previous high, previous low. So we have 74,000 divided by 400. Account trade size is 185. So 185 here. We can hold this. We hold this trade until either this high, which we did get, and then we got this push to the top. So let's say 185 times 500. So 185 times 500. That is 92,500. So 92,500 plus 74,359. That's 166,859. So 166,859. And then we, at the end of the day, we get this massive move where the moving average cross, and we get the pullback to the 100. So what we do is, if we're still trading now, obviously I caught this trade because I just have to look at the charts. So this high to this low, that's 1,100. So 166,000, 166,000 divided by 1,100. That's 150.9. So we do 150, keep it an even number. So 150, and then we have this move down here. That's another 1,000. So 150 at 1,000 pips. That's 150,000 plus 166,000. That's 316,859. All right. So 11, 12, 13. We held 12 into day 13. And then we did take a trade on day 13, which means we're going into day 14 with a count balance of 316,000. We have moving average cross with a pullback to the 100. We look at previous high, previous low, which is this. And that's about 1,600 pips. So 316,000 divided by 1,600. That's 197.5. Rounded up to 200. 200 for the sell. This one trade we held until uh, the low of the second day. So that's 2,000 pips. So 200 at 2,000. That one trade is a $400,000 trade. And making our account balance 716,859. Right, so that's 14 going into 15. 15 comes, we do have a pullback to 50. So we look at this high and this low. So that's 916. Let's do 100,000. So 716,000 divided by 1,000. That's 716. We'll just make it 700. So 700 for the sell. And we had a double touch, so that would have confirmed. So we're getting here for the sell. We get out there 300 pips. So 700 times 300, 210,000. And then our account balance is 926, 859. And then we go into day 16. We have a moving average cross with a pullback to the moving average cross. We have this high and this low. So 916,000 divided by 400 is 2,290. So let's do 2,300. This is on day 16. 2,300, and our goal is to a million. So 2,300 at the grain to this high. 2,300 times 150. Let's see what that will be. And that's all we needed to reach the goal. So 2,300 at 150 is 345,000. So 345,000 plus 926, 859. Go back. That's 1.271859, which is more than what we expected. So from $100 to 1.271859 trading gold following this strategy. If you didn't notice, the strategy was using structure to find our capital, to find our lot size. So in 16 days, we took one loss, out of all these trades, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Out of 17 trades, we took one loss. So what is 16 divided by 17? So that's 94% win ratio, and from 100 to $1 million in 16 days. All right, I'll be coming back tomorrow and this is also within the market's current volatility. This is through the month of June, not even the full month of June. Um, Trading on the M15, and I'm only using moving averages. And yeah, so okay, guys, I'm gonna post this to the page, and then I'll be back tomorrow to do this. I think I'll just be doing this. Uh, I don't think I'll be making any more strategies videos. I think I'll just be reiterating this every day. I may use different time frames to make it more um, to expand the versatility of this. But I think this will be the only strategy that I'll be reiterating because it's simple and yeah. All right. Have a good one.